Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Media Man Them YouTube channel. I'm going to say it now, because I forgot to say it in the last episode that I did. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Because I completely forgot to say that at the end of the last episode, so I'm saying it at the beginning of this one. It's crazy, we're doing things backwards, forwards, upside down. It's all happening. Anyway, I thought I would give my own go to an attempt of a kind of wrapping up of 2025's content. I think everybody's doing that these days, aren't they? Spotify started with the whole Spotify Wrapped thing. I know everybody's got their own version of it, and we are also, partakers of those things too. So Tim already did his one. Some really nice options in there, choices, really cool films, some really interesting shows, ones I might even have a look at as well. So I thought, hey, Junior, let me give it a go as well. So please stick around. I've got some stuff that I haven't mentioned on the channel already. Some of the stuff I have already mentioned on the channel as well. I have to quickly mention there are a lot of things I wanted to add in, but they're like on my watch list. So I thought to myself, it doesn't make sense adding it into my favourites list for the year if I haven't actually watched it yet or haven't partaken of the content yet, so it doesn't really make sense to add them in. But that being said, let's get straight into it. We've got games, we've got a few films, we've got some anime in there too, so yeah, stick with me and I hope you enjoy the episode. So first up we have 2025's Ghost of Yotei. This game for me, it's a wonderful expression of how you can make video games into cinema, much more just really good forms of storytelling. The visuals are amazing, the game is well paced, it's well put together, it's clearly a work of passion from the developers. They also made the previous game in the series, Ghost of Tsushima, which was also very similar in terms of the scale. The open world is vibrant, it feels like it's full of life, it's varied in its the areas that you can explore, things like that, but also the characters, I think, is what's really amazing about this game. It's varied. You have quite an interesting ensemble, but Atsu, the protagonist, I think she's just an amazing character in a way that she feels very much human. She's flawed, but she's trying her best, and she's also very strong, but she's not presented as invincible, or this person who's like, nothing phases me, like I'm just amazing, like I'm completely untouchable, and like every single moment is always a W for me, like I'm always just winning. Like, no, there are so many parts of her character that you get to see and explore through the story, and I think that's a wonderful expression or demonstration of video games as a storytelling medium, that you can have video games that span across 60 plus hours and you get to know these characters and they become people. And you get to, follow them through this journey that is the video game that you're playing, and this game is definitely like that. So many cinematic moments. The cinematography in this game is absolutely amazing, and it's a really well put together game. Clearly a project of passion, and if you do have a PS5, I would definitely suggest giving it a go. Ghost of Tsushima is the previous game. It's not attached to this one, so you don't have to play that one just to play Ghost of Yotei, but I would definitely suggest it if you want to find something that's going to be something you can sink your teeth into for a couple of hours. Another video game for you, this time it's Nintendo and Retro Studios 2025 release, Metroid Prime 4. This game has been a long time coming. It was announced, I think, all the way back in the Wii U days, and then it was announced again for Switch. Now it's here on Switch 2 and Switch 1. So if you love sci-fi, if you love games that explore but also have a roguelike or Metroidvania type of element to them, a lot of exploration, a lot of back and forth exploration in terms of finding different places and areas you've been to before, all of that kind of cool stuff, strong female character types, amazing soundtracks, actually, also really cool boss battles, all of that stuff. Metroid Prime 4 is for you. This game has been an interesting one for me. The last Metroid Prime game I played was Metroid Prime 2. Not that I didn't want to play 3, I just didn't end up buying it for some reason, but I might have to go back and play it, because if it's anything like 4, it's going to be excellent. Yeah, if you really love these kinds of games and you want to just have a game you can sink your teeth into, and really see the difference between Switch 1 and Switch 2. Metroid Prime 4 is a great example of that, especially in terms of visual fidelity and frame rates. It really does demonstrate why Switch 2 is actually the upgrade. It's not just another Switch console. Definitely give it a go if you've got one, and if you don't, maybe have a look at it, and maybe it'll convince you to maybe give one a go as well. Okay, we have another video game for you. I swear, there's not just going to be video games. One more video game after this, and then the rest is like films and like anime and stuff. But as you can probably tell from the footage, it's 2025 Switch 2 exclusive Mario Kart World. This game's just really good. I mean, I don't really know what else to tell you. Mario Kart has been a part of my life pretty much my whole life. I remember the first Mario Kart game I played was Mario Kart 64, and the game's come a really long way since then. Now with Mario Kart World, you have an open world concept, which is really, really cool. The level design, the track design is so unique in each game, but this one's really implemented that idea of traversal across a large area, but still somehow it's a racetrack. It's just really, really well done. The game design is absolutely top tier. It's still classic Mario Kart though, so easy to pick up, difficult to master, and infuriating at most times, but still somehow absolutely fun. So if you do have a Switch 2, this game, you simply have to buy it. I sound like I work for Nintendo here, but I don't. It's just a really good game. Really great to pick up and play with family and friends as well. And yeah, just another great contribution to an already amazing franchise. Mario Kart World, definitely worth giving it a go. And finally, for our video game section of this countdown, we have Marvel Rivals, a hero type shooter. It's on various platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, I think PC as well. Funnily enough, it's not on Switch 2 yet, so maybe it will be in time, I'm not sure. But if you're into games like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals is very much a Marvel based version of that. So you have, various characters from the X-Men, from the Avengers and stuff like that. Team based combat, so there's no story mode, there's no open world kind of elements to it. It's simply just, here's some really cool characters, here's some really cool maps, go to town, team based shooter type stuff, third person shooter type stuff. I've been playing it a lot. It's very easy to pick up and very easy to then spend a large amount of time playing, but it is an enjoyable game. There are of course payment mechanics in it. The game is free to play, but yes, that will mean skins and cosmetic stuff. So it's like, oh, that skin looks cool, give us some money for it please and thank you. And I must confess, I'm guilty of doing exactly that. But yes, I do really enjoy this game. I'm a huge Marvel fan anyway, so when they announced they were making a game basically based on this, I was like, might have to pick that up still. And yeah, it's been really enjoyable to play so far. I would definitely suggest giving it a go. Marvel Rivals. On to some video games. Again, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. We're moving on to something new now. We have our first film in the list, which is 2025's Marvel Studios Thunderbolts film. I've already done a review on this. I'll leave it in the description below as well, and Tim mentioned it in his own review for 2025 as well. I absolutely love this film. Saw it abroad actually twice. It was that good. Definitely loved so many different elements of it. Bob, great character. Yelena, great character. All of the characters actually really, really worked in this film. And I think that's what drives this film as such a powerful thing, is that it's about, feels like people, not caricatures or just characters. Everyone feels very human, and it's because their thoughts, their feelings, their issues, their things that humanize them are presented, outwardly. It's not implied, this one's depressed, but like it's implied. It's like, no, like, let's look at that under the microscope. While also trying to save the world as well. I think that's a wonderful example of well-written stories, but those well-written stories are often built around well-written characters, and I feel like that's what's happened in this film. It's really well presented. Cinematography-wise, it's quite nice to look at. A lot of nice uses of warm color tones as well as cold ones. juxtaposing, you know, the themes of the film itself, the computer effects or the CG that they used for Sentry is just really, really good as well. I'm trying not to give too many spoilers in case somehow you haven't watched this film, but it's definitely worth watching for his character in particular, how they introduce Sentry and the other half of Sentry, shall we say. That whole element of the film is really well done, and it's funny because you're watching this film, you're just seeing these people trying to do their best to ultimately prove that they're beyond, you know, the condemnation or the damnation that they feel, and that they're not only redeemable, but they're actually worth something, that they can be heroes. It's a wonderful theme, and it's really well explored. Definitely give Thunderbolts a go. Finally, we've got our anime section for this year. 2 anime that I've mentioned before, but they are not technically from 2025. They started a few years before, but they're still running in 2025, so I'm counting them. First, as you can already see, Spy Family. It's been running for a few years now. It's in its 3rd season. I'm choosing not to show that particular section of the anime because I want you to actually watch this anime. So this is from season 1, but yeah, it continues to go from strength to strength. So many great characters in it, so many good storylines. A story that's not just, you know, an action anime, which it is. It's a spy thriller as well, which is really, really cool. Then it's got a lot of comedy in it as well to offset a lot of the action, and wonderful characters in Anya, Yor, and Lloyd. This hodgepodge amalgamation family and the things that they go through and the things that happen to them is just really, really cool to see, and I can't suggest this anime enough. It's really, really good wherever you watch your anime, whether that's on Netflix, Crunchyroll, and other places. We'll just put it that way. Definitely give Spy Family a go. Next is Apothecary Diaries. This anime really caught me by surprise. I was kind of like, I don't really know about that. We'll see what happens. And then I started watching it, and it's just so good. Mao Mao as the protagonist. She's such a layered character. Very funny, but very charismatic, very clever as well. A wonderful ensemble cast. Anime that looks visually very, very, very good. Clearly, it's a project of passion. The people who are involved in it clearly care about what they're making, but at the same time, it has a really well paced and really well put together story. Something that's not just kind of a Scooby-Doo type format. It's like mystery of the week, which does sort of happen, but it does have an overarching storyline that's also taking place. That's, like I said before, well paced, well thought out, and very well done. Character work is excellent. You have characters who feel like people because they're developed in a way that allows you to feel like they are people in this world that the anime has created, and that you're following along in that story, not necessarily just, like I said before, caricatures or anything like that. So I would definitely suggest giving Apothecary Diaries a chance. The next season I think comes out 2026, and then I think there's also a film coming out in 2026 as well, so definitely give that a go if that sounds like your cup of tea. If you're into intrigue, if you're into thriller, if you're into comedy as well, and the kind of a will they won't they type romance type thing, this is an anime for you. My final one is something that also caught me by surprise. I was kind of like, I don't know about this, but we'll give it a go. I mean, for the last few years now, there's been this huge influx of isekai anime, and that's basically like where the characters go to another world, mostly like a fantasy world. And then you have sort of a subgenre of isekai, which is like the video game genre isekai. So things like Sword Art Online is probably one of the most famous ones, where you have characters going into a world that's a video game. This anime, a wild last boss appears, is very much like that. You have an interesting kind of concept where the character he exists outside of the game, but he's also in the game at the same time, which is quite cool. So not quite Matrix-y, where it's like, he's inhabiting 2 worlds at once, but you do get a sense of this character, or this person I should say, knows the game so well that he's having a one-to-one kind of experience of it. It's quite an interesting way, especially if you're a gamer. You might be like, oh, I wonder what it would be like if I got to be in a video game and how I would react. And, you know, especially because in this, I'm not going to give anything away, but the way that they kind of present his character is quite an interesting way to do it. It feels refreshing, considering there are so many isekai out there, so many anime that inhabit this particular genre space. It's a welcome departure from what's quite well known, and has also been quite well used or overused, it could be argued. Definitely worth a go if you like fantasy, if you like anime with a lot of action, a lot of cool set pieces, cool character work, and also just want to lose yourself in an isekai or try the genre but you're not really sure where to start. This is a good place to start because it's not too long, but it also has a lot of really cool stuff happening in it as well, so definitely give it a go. So that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for being able to stay with me this long. I haven't made a video this long in a while. It's only because there was so much stuff to cover, and even then there was a lot of things I left out, a lot of things I wanted to talk about, a lot of things I was like, should I add it, shouldn't I? But then, yeah, this video would have probably been 3 or 4 parts, all 20 minutes each, and who really wants to see that? So we'll leave it for now. But yes, thank you for being able to stick with us. This channel has been kind of a new pet project of me and Tim's. We appreciate the people who have kind of come to listen and to comment and to get involved. That's really cool. Hopefully we have a lot more stuff for you in 2026. Actually, we will. No doubt we'll be covering, you know, Avengers, Doomsday, Spider-Man, both Spider-Man, Spider-Man films. Yeah, Spider-Man films. Oh gosh. More video games. Hopefully more anime stuff as well. Let us know what you think not what you think, but what were your personal highlights of 2025, you know, content wise, music, video, books, all sorts of things. We all want to hear whatever it may be. Thank you so much once again for listening to the ramblings of this guy, and I'll catch you in 2026. Take care.